Picture this. You walk into the ancient Olympic Stadium. The crowd is roaring, the sun is blazing, and every single athlete, every sprinter, every wrestler, every discus thrower is butt naked. No shorts, no sandals, not even a leaf. In ancient Greece, nudity wasn't just accepted, it was celebrated. Competing naked was a symbol of arete, the pursuit of excellence, both physical and moral. The Greeks believed the male body, at its peak, was the closest thing to the divine. A living sculpture, a reflection of the gods themselves. They didn't just train naked, they fought, wrestled, and ran nude through the dust and heat, muscles glistening under the Mediterranean sun, not for shock value, but for spiritual purpose. The word gymnasium comes from gymnos, meaning naked. Yeah, the gym in ancient times was literally a naked training ground. This wasn't about vanity. This was ritual, a test of raw ability, nothing to hide behind, no armor, no uniform, just strength, skill, and soul. The ancient Olympics were more than sport. They were sacred, held every 4 years in Olympia in honor of Zeus, the king of the gods. Before the games began, athletes made offerings, swore oaths, and took part in religious processions. Winning was seen as a gift from the gods themselves. And if you were a woman, you weren't even allowed to watch. That's right, married women were completely banned from the Olympic grounds. If you were caught sneaking in, the punishment could be death. There's even a wild story of a woman named Calipatira, who disguised herself as a male trainer just to see her son compete. When he won, she jumped in celebration, and her disguise slipped. The crowd froze, but instead of punishing her, they admired her courage and loyalty. After that, all trainers had to enter the arena naked too, to avoid future sneak-ins. Yeah, even the coaches were naked. But let's not get it twisted. This wasn't some wild orgy in a stadium. The Greeks had strict codes. This nudity wasn't erotic. It was ritualized, controlled, philosophical. Philosophers like Plato even believed the body should be trained just like the mind. A strong, disciplined body reflected a strong, disciplined soul. That's why physical education was so central to Greek society. Every young man was expected to train, to master both music and movement, to be graceful in rhythm and brutal in combat. In Sparta, it was even more intense. Boys were taken from their families at age 7, tossed into the agage, a military boot camp where weakness was crushed and pain was training. They fought barefoot, ate little, slept rough. If you couldn't endure, you were out, sometimes for good. The Olympics were where all that suffering was tested, where cities sent their strongest men to prove themselves in front of the gods and the entire Greek world. And what was the prize? Not gold, not money, just a simple olive wreath cut from a sacred tree. And with it came fame, honor, and immortal glory etched into poems in stone. No one remembers the second-place runner. But a champion? A champion lived forever. In stone statues, in war songs, in myths. So next time you're at the gym, sweating it out in the latest tech wear, just remember, the original athletes? They did it barefoot, in the dirt, fully naked, all in the name of glory.